Good afternoon, everyone. Let us continue our conversation on parenting. Some time ago, I had a conversation with a mother. She was complaining that her son was not listening to her. He wasn't doing well in school. He was smoking, he was drinking, and gambling. So I listened to her and then I asked her some questions. I asked her, have you ever hugged your son? She said no. Have you ever kissed your son? She said no. Have you ever tell him that you love him? She said no. Have you ever taken him shopping with you? No. Have you ever taken him on an excursion? She said, I was thinking. That was the only half answer she gave to all the questions that I asked her. So I said to her, Mother, do you notice how I emphasize the word mother? You have a child that is a burden to you. A burden because his father has abandoned him. So you are neglecting him. You are not being the best mother to him. I said, he's already suffering. He is already suffering from the abandonment of his father. And now you are neglecting him. So he's hanging out with his friends. Maybe those friends are having the same issue that he is having. So they find solace in their own company because they share a type of relationship. They can relate, But you see him as this burden. Yes, you provide schooling for him. You provide shelter for him. You give him food. But that's not all your son needs. He needs his mother. So he's hurting from the abandonment of his father, and he's hurting from the neglect of his mother. You see yourself as the victim. So because you see yourself as a victim, you can't see the pearl that you have. When we focus on what we don't have, we can't see what we have. And this is what you're doing to your son. So you want him to grow up fast. Get rid of him. He's not good because his father is not good. So I told her a story. A boy told me that his mother is worthless. And the boy said to me, Miss, my mother is a worthless woman because only a worthless woman talks to a worthless man. My mother continuously tells me that my father is worthless. So when I told her that, she started laughing. I said, why are you laughing? She said, because I told my son that. I said, see, your son doesn't want to hear that. He doesn't want to hear how worthless his father is. That's not his responsibility. So you're seeing yourself as the victim and putting that responsibility of the absent father on your son, who is already hurting from the absence of his father and the neglect of his mother. So you now have to be the best mother that you can be for your son. This is your son, who you're only treating as him being there. So you have to refresh and start over because it's not too late for you to make up with your son. He's only 16 years old, so it can be reversed. So I gave her a good talking to, and the following week she called me and she said, Miss, I did some introspection and some reflection, and I said to myself, if I had listened to my father, I would not have gotten pregnant when I was 19. So I understand children don't always listen to parents if parents are not positive to them. I was happy when she said that. She said, Miss, I have started what we spoke about. So friends, we have to help each other as we go along this life journey because all of us are not at the same pace or at the same place. Some of us know, some don't know, some are just getting to know. So help where you can. Thank you.